Okay then, Helldivers, we are back. We have got loads to go over today as we've received a success message from the latest major order and bringing in the midst a brand new MO for you guys to tackle leading towards Liberty Day. We've got some exciting stuff to go over, and we've also got some comms coming from Shams Georgiani, which are some very interesting takes as per usual, and I want to know your guys' opinions on them. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSups, a company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike with the most effective and healthy energy drink option. And we've got so much merch and so much more that drops all the time. It's code CLOUDPLAYS at checkout for a cheeky discount. And if you want to get involved with that giveaway for super credits, it's always so simple. Head down to the comment section and put in a cloud emoji. Not only for the channel, but that gloom cloud just keeps getting worse. Nonetheless, we've got loads to dive into today. So let's see what it is that's happening right now in Helldivers 2. So starting off, we received a success message just yesterday for the latest MO completion, of which you guys clawed it within a final half an hour remaining. Absolutely incredible, I may add. For those of you Helldivers still diving out there, a massive round of applause to you, and a huge salute coming from Super F High Command. It states right here, though the measly automatons sought to keep their ill-gotten explosives out of reach for Super Earth's children, Helldivers have managed to save Liberty Day. The Super Earth Supra nostalgic pyrotechnic display will proceed as planned. Thanks to the Helldivers' valiant efforts, families all over Super Earth will be able to celebrate Liberty Day with the continuous pyrotechnic display lasting 24 hours in accordance with tradition. Applications for the Liberty Day celebratory Super Earth Visa raffle for gifted children are pouring in, ensuring that heaps of Liberty Day magic will be distributed among our most deserving colony children. As the patriotic youth look to the skies this Liberty Day, they will be able to take pride in the knowledge that there is heroes' sacrifice behind each colourful spark. So a massive round of applause to you Helldivers, but it didn't end there as we ran into a tragic announcement coming in from Outpost Alpha on Hellmire as it managed to go under attack, and in less than 24 hours, you guys managed to secure it. This was absolutely huge for Helldivers and Managed Democracy alike, as Hellmire is our venture using Outpost Alpha into the gloom. So what does that mean? Well, the gloom still fights on as we move in towards our next major order. Moving on from all that, though, we've got to go behind the scenes as Shams Georgiani takes to Discord to discuss a load of information. He talks about communication and so much more, as somebody put out an initial statement towards Shams with regards to the way that the game is being dealt with right now in terms of communication and a way of showcasing such as a roadmap, which we've already been told we should be receiving at some point. This is probably the most interesting factor of it. Now, Shams actually responded to this comment and stated that, yes, I agree with the communication and Warfamer is great. I feel we've slowly started to improve in comms cadence with a blog post, a video, soon another patch note video, and another blog post. If we can hit that cadence and keep it up, it will be a lot better than what we've mustered in the past. Now, as it stands right now, it is Tuesday, which is most normally known as Patch Update Day for Helldivers 2, at which point we have gone yet another week with no communication on why it is we've still not received a patch update, even though the last set of comms we received was that it would be mid-October-ish. We're now on the 21st of October, leading into the final weeks of the month, and still no patch update. The idea of the cadence being better than was before is obviously not difficult, as there wasn't really any comms put out before, at least on a public announcement state. Most of it was all inside of the Discord that you guys had to rumble through and try and find coming from the community managers. But I would say that right now, to say that the cadence of comms is better is a little bit concerning, mainly because live updates is not something that we're receiving. Live communications. We are receiving the blog post and the video, which we've already discussed beforehand, stating that the video was pretty much redundant and irrelevant to the situation overall. But yes, are communications getting better? I guess you could say that they are, but live communications with what's happening at the moment is definitely at no better state, with no comms coming from anyone. Another one that he actually responded to, though, was this one right here, where somebody stated, is there no alternative to the Game Guard, though? Like, this service is immensely invasive and has a history of hefty performance impact on other games, which it can exacerbate HD2's already very severe issues. Now, Shams actually responded to this, and he stated that I hear you and we are looking into it. Let's get this patch out and then tackle this other Hydra head, essentially saying that they are aware that the Game Guard may well be a problem, which is pretty good because I can't even load my game on PC due to Game Guard, and I know full well that other people are having the same issue. So hopefully this is something that they address at some point, and the fact that they've acknowledged it does mean that Game Guard may well be on the back burner at some stage, and hopefully something else will come through the midst, which is definitely a lot more pleasant for your PCs and your experience overall. But we've got to take a look at your top comments. As the previous video, we went over the major win, new bans inside of the Discord and Reddit, and also some big changes that are due to be coming. This has been an interesting convo overall, and you guys have put some incredible comments. And this first one right here is coming from Space Jora, saying, I will continue to maintain that Arrowhead using Discord and Reddit of their sources of feedback is never not be a mistake. Now, yes, this obviously is a huge problem, and hopefully they go into actually communicate with us via a different way in the future, but as of right now it seems that that is likely never going to happen. The way that they communicate and the way that they put themselves out there via the Reddit and Discord is probably the way that they see fit best. I personally would much prefer them to have their own website which they actually communicated through. That would be my personal opinion. I think that that would be the better way of doing it, but nonetheless, unfortunately, right now, we don't have that. This next one right here is coming from Wriggle6 that states, I kind of got tired of the whole we're so back, it's so over routine, but this time I'm seriously nervous they will kill all enthusiasm people have for the game. Remember, the worst thing that can happen to a game is not a hateful player base, but an indifferent player base, because they will go find something more fun to do, and there will be no player base after all. Now, I disagree with this one massively, mainly because the way that I look at the game is it being an event-based game. This is not meant to be a game that you're supposed to play every day, although it is treated to be the case, as pretty much described by other YouTubers in the past, such as Legendary Drops. This has been a conversation which has been ongoing now for years, and it's been a really difficult one to try and overcome, but this game is definitely event-based, and the sooner we understand that, the better. It's not built to be played daily, but it is built to be played in spurts in between other games that you do enjoy. And this final one right here coming from Lilith states, the question is not what the patch will fix, but what the patch will break. Arrowhead, Helldivers is definitely a game of all times. Now, this is obviously the biggest concern that players have got right now. The biggest issue that Arrowhead have is that every time they make a patch update, they tend to break their game 10 times more, and this has been a problem that's been ongoing now for quite some time. I think this is probably why the patch is taking so long to come out, to make sure they don't break more than they fix, but we'll have to wait and see. Without comms, as you guys have already stated, this is obviously a problem. Fingers crossed we see something soon, but as of right now, nothing to report. Nonetheless, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe and post notifications turned on. Appreciate all your faces, guys, but as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.